All right, in this chapter, we're going to discuss the couple of ways that you can search to add a customer to an invoice. The process is the same whether you're in a parts invoice, major unit, or service invoice. There's two main ways you can search for a customer. The first is to click the magnifying glass here. If I do that, it's going to pull up a search customer list where I can search by many things in here. All field search means I don't it'll look for all these things in one type. Traditionally in a lot of systems, you didn't have something like that. You'd have to say search by name or search by phone number, which you can still do. But if you use all fields, it's looking through all of those records in that drop down. So if I want to look for a customer, I can type a name. Again, I can see results here. I could have searched by a phone number, which I'm doing right here. I can do that. Again, I could have done by email or a zip code. Again, I'm going to have different results. If I need to see more or I'd like to see a bit more details to look into the customer record before I add it to an invoice, I can click the show more and it's going to show the details bit more expanded. Now, I do want to mention also up here you have a few other options in the taskbar. You can search by all or retail business or retail individual. I think most people are using all. If you have leads set up, you can include leads that are here, which are not created in the customer record database yet, but they are in your system as a lead. So that's a good one to keep track of there. Once you do that, you can search as we've done. To clear a search, you can click the little X. That will clear your search again. Once you do find a customer that you're looking for, let's find one here that we like. I can either click this here straight from this window, and you can see it adds into the invoice. Now, once added to the invoice, you just have a couple notes here. One is if you want to send a SMS to a customer, you could click that. It's linked straight up to the customer record, and you can send them a note. Additionally, in another chapter, we talked about when you set up a customer, there's a customer note field. And when added there, this little red eye shows. And if you hover over that, it's going to tell you a little bit of details about what your note was that you added, whether somebody is bouncing checks or make sure to do XYZ, whatever it could be in your dealership, where it's like, hey, make sure you know something about this customer. And again, you have to hover over it to see it. So okay, one of the other ways is really a way we just saw, but rather than opening the search to do the all field search, you can just search straight from the grid. So you can see here, I can search by zip code, I can search by first name, meaning the same things we just saw in the first video. And again, if I need to see more, I can do show more from right here. And again, it'll pop up the larger search window if I need. If I do find the customer I'm looking for, I can just click the plus icon and again it adds the customer in. And I just want to mention when searching and adding the customer, I did mention in that chapter that it's important to set the preferred notification method. So this customer, you notice it's not because you'll see the red text here. And this is where you can use the drop down to say what type of preferred method notification we'll use. And you do have to have a valid SMS number for that to work. So that's how to search and add a customer to an invoice.